Hi. We're diving into a fascinating topic, the Lost City of Atlantis. Now, we're going to explore the intriguing story of this legendary city and try to answer the question, where is the Lost City of Atlantis? Could a kernel of truth lie beneath Plato's legendary isle? But before we begin, don't forget subscribe to help us grow our channel. Atlantis, a name that stirs something ancient in the soul, a place whispered about through millennia, neither holy myth nor entirely memory, said to have vanished beneath the sea in a single calamitous night. It lingers like a dream remembered at the edge of waking, haunting, half-formed, powerful. Plato spoke of it first, his words carved deep into the bedrock of human imagination. Yet even as time wears on and empires turn to dust, the enigma of Atlantis refuses to be silenced. Is it only fable, draped in philosophical metaphor? Or does a ghost of truth hide behind the ancient text, some half-drowned legacy clawing its way through history's undertow? This is more than a tale of sunken stones and lost grandeur. It's a question wrapped in riddles, nested within the ruins of time. To chase Atlantis is to plunge into the deep, into Plato's tantalizing account, into geological cataclysms and archaeological phantoms, into echoes past mouth to ear over 1,000 forgotten years. We sail now not just in search of ruins, but toward the heart of an idea, that somewhere beneath mythology's veil, something once lived and was lost. Plato's Atlantis. In the beginning was the Word. The origins of Atlantis are rooted in Plato's dialogues Timaeus and Critias, penned around 360 BC, not as myth, he claimed, but as inherited truth. An ancient memory, he said, passed from Egyptian priests to the Athenian lawmaker Solon, and then to him. Atlantis, as Plato wrote it, was not a poetic whim, but a solemn inheritance. The picture he paints is dazzling and unnerving. A vast island beyond the Pillars of Heracles, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar, greater in size than Libya and Asia combined. A land teeming with wealth, brimming with power, blessed by gods and ruled by Poseidon's own lineage. They built cities ringed in water and land, interlaced with bridges, canals, and causeways, their capital a concentric wonder encircling a sacred temple to their divine father. It was a civilization humming with life and light, a paradise of order and beauty. And yet, as paradise always seems to do, it fell. Corrupted by greed, swollen with pride, Atlantis turned outward with conquest in its heart. They sought dominion across the known world, but Athens, plucky, noble Athens, resisted, and for that resistance, so the story goes, the gods unleashed fire, water, and wrath, earthquakes, floods. In a single day and night of misfortune, the mighty island was swallowed by the sea. From allegory to archaeology, is there actually a there? Most scholars brush Plato's story off as allegory, a cautionary tale, a political parable, a city built not from stone, but from metaphor crafted to illustrate Plato's ideas about the perils of moral decay, the fragility of greatness, and the dream of an ideal state. And yet, there's a pulse beneath the surface, a tension that refuses to resolve. Plato's account is curiously specific: the geography, the materials, the engineering feats, the downfall. Could he have invented such intricate detail from whole cloth? Or was he channeling a real, if long eroded, cultural memory? For generations, the question has burned. Could Atlantis, some version of it, have been real? Don't forget to subscribe to help us grow our channel. Where in the world was Atlantis? The contenders for Atlantis's resting place are many, and each theory burns with its own peculiar light. Santorini, once ancient Thera, is perhaps the most enduring candidate. Around 1600 BCE, this island exploded in one of the most ferocious volcanic events in recorded history, tearing apart the Minoan world in a single, apocalyptic instant. Ash blotted the skies, tidal waves swept away cities, and the Minoans, a seafaring civilization of art, ritual, and power, began their descent. There are echoes here, unmistakable. The cataclysm, the sea's swallowing fury, the cultural grandeur and done in hours all uncannily parallel Plato's tale. And the Minoans, through trade and proximity, had deep ties with Egypt. Could their ruin have passed into Egyptian lore, twisted and transformed until it became the Atlantis we know? And yet Thera lies inside the Pillars of Heracles, not beyond. Its size does not match Plato's claims. Is it a source of the story, distorted by centuries of retelling? Or merely a mirror held up to our hopes? Further afield, in the blistering heart of Mauritania, the Richat Structure, better known as the Eye of the Sahara, offers a stunning visual match. Massive concentric rings spiral out from a central plain, startlingly akin to Plato's city. From space, it looks like a fingerprint pressed into the earth by a vanished titan. Was this the true capital? Once lush, then drowned, then exposed again? The theory, seductive but geologists maintain, is a natural formation, and no credible ruins had ever surfaced from its windblown soil. In the Atlantic, off the coast of Bimini, mysterious underwater stone formations like the so-called Bimini Road spark endless fascination. Straight, linear, intentional looking, a road, a wall, a dock, or just fractured beach rock, cruelly shaped by time, man tides into false promises. Scientists say the latter, but believers remain unmoved. And the list goes on. Crete, Malta, Sardinia, Andalusia, the Azores, the Canaries, each with whispers of a drowned past, each with reasons to believe and to doubt. Every theory walks a tightrope between plausibility and fantasy. What is evidence in a legend's world? What would Atlantis proof even look like? Not poetic parallels, but something solid. Stone, artifact, inscription, an unmistakable city, laid bare beneath silt and sea. But the ocean is vast and secretive, and time is a patient eraser. Geology, at least, supports the possibility. Civilizations have drowned before. Land masses have vanished. Earthquakes and tsunamis have swallowed entire coastlines. The Thera eruption proves that a catastrophe, like Plato describes, is not only plausible, it happened. The question is whether it happened to Atlantis. Don't forget to subscribe to help us grow our channel. Myths, 2. Have strange staying power. Oral traditions preserve catastrophe through metaphor. Flood stories echo across cultures. Could Atlantis be a patchwork myth, formed from many local tragedies stitched together and magnified by Plato's pen? And there is paleogeography, the study of ancient landscapes. It reveals that much of what is now seafloor was once land. Could Atlantis lie there, waiting beneath the blue hush of the Atlantic, undiscovered, misremembered, but real? Why Atlantis endures. The siren song of a lost world. Atlantis endures because it is more than a place, it is an idea, the dream of a golden age, destroyed not by fate, but by fault. A mirror held to every civilization's face. We see in it the arc of our own stories, rise, hubris, fall. It seduces because it haunts, because it might be true, because even if it isn't, it could have been. Plato's name gives it weight, but fiction has claimed it just as fiercely. Atlantis has fed literature, cinema, pseudoscience, video games. It is a sandbox for dreams and warnings alike, a place where science and legend meet and refuse to part. And for many, the search is not really about Atlantis at all. It is about the hunger to know, to reach back beyond history's veil and touch something ancient, majestic, and lost. Don't forget to subscribe to help us grow our channel. Conclusion, fact, fiction, or the space between. Atlantis has not been found. Perhaps it never will be. Perhaps it never was. But perhaps it was something, not a city of concentric rings and Poseidon temples, but a memory of a people, a place, a moment undone by nature's fury or by its own hand. Perhaps Plato's genius lay in capturing the shape of that truth and distilling it into myth. There may never be a single, pinpointable Atlantis on any map, but in fragments of Minoan ruins, of shattered coasts, of whispered tales across deserts and seas, there may yet live the kernel of something real. Atlantis may not be a place. It may be a warning, a memory, a longing, or all of them, bound together in one enduring name. And still, even now, somewhere beneath waves or sand or time itself, Atlantis waits. Thank you for joining us on this journey to the lost city of Atlantis. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing stories. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.